tail to tape for this contest. Brought to you by that prize guy. Caolán Loughran is 30, Julio Arce 6 years older. You can see slight height and reach advantage favoring the American Julio Arce here.
Caolán straight away moving, sorry Sean, straight away moving to the closed side. You can see he's trying to force Arce towards the right hand, right foot.
That southpaw stance for Arce.
Close those fingers.
Arce very, very hard to finish. Only been finished twice in his career, but Caolán Loughran doesn't mind pushing fights into deep waters. I wonder what the strategy is from both camps here in this first round.
Straight away, it looks like Julio Arce is just trying to find a bit of space. Oh, that was a solid kick caught by Caolán Loughran. Can he get the takedown here, though? He's got to be aware of that guillotine. His head's tangled up.
He tries the lift. Arce is able to keep his right foot on the ground. Regrip here for Loughran, not giving up on this takedown just yet.
Yeah, Loughran posted his legs back, driving in with his shoulder and his head. Clamped onto that single leg, but there is a lot of space in there. He needs to tighten that up. You can see Arce is able to, oh!
Overhand right there as Arce stumbling backward. Landed for Loughran.
Took his legs away for a moment. Gotta wonder how hurt he was by that shot. But Loughran knows punching on the break now might be a key to victory. Goes for the inside low kick. Arce tries to counter. Nice and tight with his guard is Caolán Loughran. And he pushes forward, and Arce immediately gives him the respect. Backs up, tries to counter with a jab, but he's still having a good look at the Irishman. He doesn't know exactly what he's expecting yet. Doesn't want to commit to anything, and there's a big left hand that whistles past his temple.
Loughran threw that from a southpaw stance, switching himself. Now he's back to orthodox. Arce made him think about a high kick.
You can see sometimes how Loughran will throw that backhand and then bring his back leg through with him, switching to an opposite stance. It's really useful for level changes. Look how tight that single leg is. He's been brought up to a body lock, grip's been separated.
Good overhook there for Julio Arce. Forcing Caolán Loughran to elevate back up to this chest-to-chest type position. And we've stated it many times, it's not the most visually appealing style of fighting for fans to watch, but man, it is grueling. And it calls into question the fitness as you get deeper into a fight. You have to win these exchanges. Every muscle is flexing. You're reacting more than you're acting in a lot of cases. All of that just drains these fighters. Who will it pay off for later? Maybe those knees could help Julio Arce if it goes long.
Good split on that takedown offense. Julio Arce is doing an excellent job of making his legs unavailable for Caolán Loughran. He's taking a couple of close-range knees, but of course, because Loughran's so close, there's not a lot of power in those knees. Maybe a breaking strike here. You can see Arce's posted on the bicep of Caolán Loughran. Just no space to strike, though. Good body shots. Nice tight clinch here from Arce. Needs to get his hips off the fence, though. Nice level change there, though. Good timing, but again splits the legs and takes the takedown away. Great work separating the base.
Loughran thought about spinning on the break, but Arce held on to his right arm and wouldn't let him. Strikes thrown and landed, favoring Caolán Loughran, who once again blitzes in. Arce thought about another clinch, but the head positioning for Caolán Loughran as he pummels away at that body doesn't allow much of it. Back down onto the legs one more time.
Oh, he gets it.
Gets the takedown after gathering the hips. Right back to the feet.
Great scrambling from Julio Arce. Look at that. Caolán Loughran's got such a claustrophobic style.
It's a great way to describe it.
Like, even when he's not got his hands on him, it's still suffocating, the pace range that he's at.
Good knee up the middle there for Julio Arce. Final seconds of the round, and round 2 next. On the campus of the University of Texas. Caolán Loughran in the green with the blood dripping down his chest from a cut on his forehead, courtesy of Julio Arce. A late knee in the first round split the forehead of the Irishman.
Yeah, they've done a good job to slow the bleeding down, but the referee did come over. He did bring the doctor in to have a look at it. Something that Loughran needs to be cautious of, because if the blood starts to run in his eyes and he starts to wipe at it, he's going to draw attention from the cage side doctor again.
Well, I think just the visual reminder that he can't hurt Caolán Loughran has really energized Julio Arce. He's come out hot here in round number 2.
I think there was almost no space to strike in that first round. So the fact that Arce was able to create some real estate for that knee at the end of the round was really impressive. Going to give him a lot of confidence, just that alone. Oh, and again, beautiful footwork.
Fast hands from Arce. Good long left hand landed. Loughran in the southpaw stance now.
What we're talking about on the walk, Sean, the technical abilities of these Tiger Schulman fighters. A counter there, though, from Loughran. That left hand creeping over the top. Now he switches to orthodox. A lot of blood, though. A lot of blood on his face.
And now Loughran tried to clinch. Coming forward again, the Irishman trying to get Julio Arce back to the cage so he can trigger himself a takedown attempt, and there it is.
Punches into a takedown. What you'll notice, though, is he's always going for that double leg takedown. He's splitting his hands, which is allowing Arce to defend that takedown.
Let's check in with Kennedy Smith, who's in the corner of Caolán Loughran with his brother and cornerman, Tiernan.
Tiernan, that's your brother in there. You were up close. What did that cut look like?
Yeah, I feel like Caolán controlled the whole round, but obviously he caught him with a knee at the end. But that was perfect in Maven. He needs to keep that going. This is Caolán's game here, so yeah.
Good shot.
Sean.
Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you, Tiernan. Loughran in the corner. You saw during that conversation a brief ninja choke attempt there for Julio Arce, but Loughran was able to pull the head out.
I don't know as I'd like someone coming and asking me questions if my brother's in there with a bloody face like that. Been a few hairy moments. He was tangled up with his neck a moment ago as well, and you could see it drew his brother's attention away from the interview.
You did hear Tiernan say this is his game, though, and he's talking about that forward motion. He's talking about the pressure against the cage.
There's a level change. Nice timing on it, but again, the split base of Julio Arce. He's got his thumb inside that bicep. You can see with that left hand. He's able to create some space. He digs his underhooks. This is where the knees start creeping in. Caolán Loughran needs to get inside those underhooks or break and get clear. 2 minutes in the second round. The Austin crowd aren't liking this Caolán Loughran style here. Chipping away at the body. Close range, suffocating pace from Caolán Loughran. Tries for the spinning elbow. Arce ducks his head underneath. And again with the sharp hands from Julio Arce.
Beautiful combination. Little pause, then he landed another. And Dan, you have to start asking a question about strategy with the takedown attempts also. It's a lot of energy spent for not a lot of reward. Even when Arce was taken down in the first, he got right back to his feet. If you stay fixated on those takedowns, especially when there's blood running down your face and you're starting to eat some more punches, you could find yourself behind quickly on a judge's scorecard.
Yeah, great observation, Sean. And the other thing as well is when Arce's backed up against the fence, he's fully expecting that takedown now. And Loughran could lean into that. He could start, as his corner team have been saying, keep mixing it up, level changes. But I think they want him to feint a level change and then put his hands on behind it. Because Arce's dropping his hands, splitting his base. That was nice. Sweep the leg.
Kick the leg out from under Caolán Loughran, flipping the script a little bit. There's a right hand on the second of the combination.
And it's the go-go again. That's where Julio Arce is catching him here. They have an exchange, and Arce straight back in there. Look at that timing on it. He's catching Loughran after his combination when he's retreating or when he's regrouping. Great feints here as well by Arce. Good footwork.
Coming up on the final seconds here of round number 2 and the third frame when we return to Austin, Texas.
Ready? Ready, let's go.
Third and final round. Caolán Loughran in the green trunks. You can recognize him with the blood running down his face, and Julio Arce in the white.
Nice straight left there. And again with the uppercut, he's fighting that uppercut really well. Beautiful striking by Julio Arce. Fast hands.
He's relying on the speed now more than any, trying to match power for power with Caolán Loughran, and it's been successful in the second round. We'll see if it can pay dividends for Arce in the third. Potentially around a piece, Dan, after Loughran with the forward pressure in the first?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to score that first round any other way, aside from the fact that the knee was landed, but for the most part, Loughran was moving forward. The one knee, though, is really what changed the complexion of this fight. Like, Loughran was so much closer, so much more aggressive in that second round, walking onto shots. And Arce was a little bit more relaxed and confident that the fight was now starting to go his way. That was a good short elbow there from Loughran, though, that takes a knee towards that cut. He's got to be careful he doesn't get that opened up anymore.
Speaking of the cut, Kennedy Smith spoke with the cut man. Kennedy, what'd you hear?
Yeah, guys, I talked to Jamie Huey, Loughran's cut man, and he was telling me that it is a pretty deep, significant cut, about 2 inches wide. But they were saying they got it to stop bleeding in between the rounds so he could continue, but it seems like it has opened up now, so he's just got to be careful here, guys.
He's just going to have to deal with it. Thankfully, it's up near the hairline, not going to be something that affects the fight as far as a stoppage unless it really expands. Arce's trying to open it up further with his hands, though. Goodness. Incredible speed.
You look at the trapezius muscles on Caolán Loughran, though. It's no wonder that his head's not moving anywhere when he's getting hit with these punches. Like, so heavily muscled in his upper body, he takes these shots really well.
Well, it's really interesting. The first time I met Caolán Loughran, before he opened his mouth and I heard the Irish accent, I was like, I wonder what college wrestling program
Yes.
this kid came out of. Because that's exactly, he's built like an Ohio State wrestler.
Taking some big shots here now from Julio Arce, who has the veteran mindset to move himself out of the way for the counter punches. That's a good high kick, though. Crisp. Look how shiny the gloves of Julio Arce are from the blood from the face. Oh, tries with the head kick. Nice work snapping down the head. Decided he doesn't want the anaconda and pushes him away.
2 minutes left in this fight. Julio Arce's found a rhythm now in the striking in these last 2 rounds. Caolán Loughran still trying to press forward.
That was a solid, short, right hook. Caught Julio Arce. Wore it well, though. Footwork is king in this fight for Julio Arce. Light on his toes, gliding out of range. There he is again. Look, out of range, almost lands the counter. Coming up to 90 seconds left in the last round. Caolán Loughran with another good right hand.
He's landing one and eating 2 or 3 because of the speed of Arce, but now he's onto the back of the American. Arce offers some elbows for the trouble.
Julio Arce trying to work on that grip. You can see Caolán Loughran holding on to it around the waist, but he's not really able to get anywhere with it because of the position that they're in. Julio Arce is effectively sitting on Caolán Loughran's stomach right now. And Loughran's in a really bad spot to be taking shots if Arce opens up with elbows. Now he scrambles through. He's in a kind of an open guard position, standing over him in a close guard now. Julio Arce with the corner team right in front of him, coaching him through this position.
Loughran scrambles back to the feet. 45 seconds left.
It's been a hell of a fight, this has. Oh, and again, short range on the inside.
Two beautiful left hands landing there for Julio Arce. Interrupts the forward motion of Loughran with a right hand there.
Loughran switches stance. Has he got some kind of trip sweep he was trying there? 20 seconds, short time.
Just the speed and fluidity here in the striking game, there's a difference, Dan, and it's paying huge dividends for Arce these last 2 rounds. Final 10 seconds here in Austin, Texas, between these two featherweights. They swing it out to the final bell, and we'll go to the judges' scorecards.
Great fight.
What a fight.
Fantastic.
Here on our main card.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Daniel Guevara scores this 30-27. Ramsey Ishak 30-27. Gino Garcia 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Julio Arce.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.